Afternoon, people. Good afternoon. I'm sitting here just looking at stuff. I switched out the boots on her, looking back and forth what's actually better. We got this like way back when. Huh? Okay, yeah. So we got the chest piece way back when, but honestly, like, we lose more stats if we equip it. We gain a bit more armor overall, but honestly, I think we're better off just running what we have, honestly. Because the extra dodge or the extra agility improves the dodge. So we are at 110% dodge on Kaibella. So that is really good. Alicard is at 90% parry. That's a good point. Yeah, no, it's not stacking the parry. To be fair, that didn't have the parry stat on it. No, it's not stacking. Which, you can make an argument back and forth if it's better or worse, but... I like the shotgun pistol. I do like that one. Not for anything other than the fact that it is so good when it comes to actually cleaning, if that makes sense. No, not really, but pushing enemies back, it's really good at. So you can actually gather them up fairly great. We equipped the flamethrower on Agatha last time. What is... It's flicking weirdly on my side. I do not know if it is doing that everywhere else. It looks like it's decent everywhere else. One of the things we got last time that I want to make use out of is fire grenades. We need to get a steady supply of these, because I think these are the things that might actually be the equalizer in many fights, I think. Add to cargo. Okay. Users loses all temporary wounds and increases their melee damage by the same amount for 1 round. Okay. So we are up here. We have something here, we have something here, we have something here. We also have something here. I don't know what this is. Lost in the void. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we're going to do. Stream is a bit earlier today. Have a few things I need to take care of tonight, so yeah. This looks like a swamp planet. And it has food on it.
The augurs have detected wreckage in the void ship's vicinity, but the exact nature of this wreckage remains unclear.
Pick up several pieces of the wreckage.
Some of the wreckage is made of plasteel, the rest is some unknown material. Studying the fragments further is nigh impossible due to severe corrosive damage.
Look at...
The non-metallic fragments also bear burn marks.
Look for the source of the wreckage.
The augur crew reports that it has registered no evidence of a disaster that could have produced such debris.
Continue the voyage.
The giant rings on this planet's surface can be observed even from orbit.
Examine the rings.
It has emerged that this planet has a native species of giant insect similar to Terran ants. Just like ants, they sometimes form so-called death spirals, in which one creature follows another without realizing they are going in circles. These were the rings discovered by the ship's observers. The strange phenomenon that was originally suspected to be a sign of warp activity or a nefarious Xenos structure turned out to be a quirk of nature, and a tragic one at that.
Yeah, okay. To the void ship remains we go.
Lord Captain, the augurs cannot determine who the ship we approached belongs to, but the telemetry clearly reveals it is an Imperium vessel. The hull is badly damaged, but there is air in some of the chambers, which means they are hermetically sealed. What are your orders concerning the discovery?
Send out the orders to prepare my troops for boarding. I will personally take part in the exploration expedition. Ooh.
We who walk down the same passageways in the same bays day after day, we who are born, live, and die to the hum of the ship's machines, we forever hunger for the smallest glimpse of another life, and for a chance to see the heroes who tirelessly fight for us and for the glory of the Imperium. So let's have a tale about the Lord Captain, by the will of the Emperor, the guardian and commander of every good and honest soul upon this void ship, and the time she boarded a vessel named the Fireborn. Like a dead whale cast ashore by the inexorable force of the swell, the wrecked vessel was a confronting sight for its unwitting visitors. Some bays still retained an atmosphere, but there was no life anywhere. The ship was dead, its machine spirits dissipated in the darkness of space. It was just the husk left, and the rogue trader's crew were to become scavengers swarming the carcass of a fallen Leviathan.
To train the penetrating gaze of the augur's array on the damaged ship.
Tech use test succeeded. The augur's keen eyes scanned the eerie vessel, identifying that the void ship was gravely damaged and was in the process of final erosion. There was very little time to explore it. 3 sectors seemed the least damaged: the bridge, the middle crew deck, and the service bay. After exchanging a series of trills and warbles in their mysterious and ancient language, the tech priests responsible for the augurs reported to the Lord Captain that they had glimpsed signs of valuable components in operation in the service bay.
The Lord Captain's next move was...
The Lord Captain's next step was
to have Idra Talas fill out a course. An unholy psyche she may be, but even souls as dark as hers submit to the Lord Captain's will.
With hostile eyes upon her, Idira sank into a trance. When she resurfaced, she reported that the ship had been a victim of the warp. The bridge had suffered worst of all. It was the section that provoked the greatest anxiety and trepidation in the psyche. The service bay was the least damaged section, though Idira spoke of it with no particular interest.
To turn her attention to scouts units awaiting instructions.
The Lord Captain had to decide which of the 3 teams she would lead, and which 2 would be entrusted to their officers. Let here be known the names of those honest people who stood before our rogue trader in that moment. The taciturn and grave young Hoson, whose word was as firm as his handshake. Captain Vesti, whose jokes will be remembered by everyone on decks 3 to 5. Captain Vesti, whose jokes will be remembered by everyone on decks 3 to 5. Captain Matina, the senior officer of the 3rd unit, known to many as Grey Matina. She had been leading units back when the current crop of scouts were snot-nosed kids. No one on deck was in any doubt that navigating inside the wrecked ship would be difficult. The units would be separated by kilometers of twisted metal, dead modules devoid of atmosphere, collapsed passageways, and hull breaches the size of a house. The only thing connecting the brave teams would be the delicate thread of a Vox link. And so, after weighing up the options, the Lord Captain chose to go with
Captain Venti and his unit, who were set to explore the crew decks. Young Soho units who were heading for the bridge. I'm heading for the bridge.
From here on, we will relate the events based on what we have learned from witnesses, the people who accompanied the Lord Captain on the tour of the dread ship. The shuttles started up one after another and dispersed, each heading for its selected target. An hour spent on cutting through the hull in the freezing vacuum of space, a fussy boarding, and then, finally, the rogue trader stepped onto the cold, dark deck of the dead ship. The light of the torches revealed a sign in the gloom, Fireborn. After a minute-long exchange with the Vox Master, who quickly checked the archives, it was established that the dead vessel was that of Captain Nova Van Dane, registered at Kayavagama port.
Oh.
Every minute spent on board threatened to end in disaster. The ship's days, or even hours, of existence were numbered. From all sides came the sounds of distant crumblings, the floor underfoot trembled every now and then. The Lord Captain hurriedly moved deeper into the compartment when she suddenly felt the slightest puff of air brush against her neck, followed by a soft sigh. Almost as if someone had leaned in close, opened their mouth to whisper a dark, tantalizing secret, and then fallen silent. The only thing was that the Lord Captain stood entirely alone.
Lord Captain summoned all her willpower so that she would not succumb to fear.
Willpower test succeeded. From here on, we will relate the events based on what we have learned from witnesses, the people who accompanied the Lord Captain on the tour of the dread ship. Where simple mortals would already be trembling and weeping, the rogue trader only gritted her teeth. Shrieks and moans could be heard close by, others were gripped by the illusion too. Young Ho-son, the unit captain, barked out orders. His team held back their comrades who had fallen victim to the uncanny terror and who were struggling to break free and run deeper into the cursed ship. A few minutes passed, and the unit, though scared senseless, was ready to continue. Sound suddenly blared from the Vox, which was tuned to the second unit's frequency. The words sounded muffled, as though the person on the other end wasn't speaking directly into the Vox, but desperately pressing the transmit button while occupied with something else. Never seen anything like it. It's beautiful. Hold on. Wait. Is it moving? The words are cut off by a strangled wheeze, followed by static. Young Ho-son listened to the transmission and the final rasp with a surprisingly calm expression, then pressed the Vox button and in a similarly calm voice let loose a stream of florid swearing, which centered on casting aspersions on his interlocutor's intellectual capabilities. Turning to the rogue trader, he remarked, "Apologies, Lord Captain. Captain Vesti from the second unit is well known for his pranks." "Crap, the Lord Captain's with you," comes Vesti's voice from the speakers, followed immediately by, "My sincere apologies, your ladyship. I just wanted to spook the guys a little."
Lord Captain immediately called Fats and standing severely disciplined upon the expedition's completion, demand a report of his unit. The Lord Captain ordered the Captain Vesti to be removed from command and demanded his final report about the unit's progress. Lord Captain resolved to show leniency and merely asked for a report about the unit's progress. Yeah.
Captain Vesti reported that his unit's foray had so far proceeded without incident, mystical or otherwise. They had found no survivors from the ship's crew. Or bodies, for that matter. However, the unit had encountered a problem. The passage leading to the deck section with the arsenal and storage depot was seriously damaged, especially the power cables. Proceeding further could be dangerous.
After consulting her officers, the Lord Captain issued a new order for Vesti's unit. Yep. Aww. Vesti units headed off to carry out their order while the rogue traders team continued.
Logic test failed. Vesti's unit headed off to carry out their orders, while the rogue trader and her team continued on.
Seriously? I lost a 90%er?
After spending several hours wandering down the dead passageways, young Ho Son's unit and the rogue trader reached the bridge of the Fireborn. The oppressive feeling had not dissipated. It was as though the bulkheads of the ship were steeped in the terror and pain of the people who had vanished without a trace from those decks. On their way there, the unit had found no signs of a struggle, or bodies of the crew, and that served only to deepen their unease. After examining the bridge, the scout unit discovered that the captain's principal cogitator was still functional. The final log entry was identified, a damaged picked recording that no one in the unit was eager to view. Proximity to the cogitator alone was unsettling enough, and with each passing second, remaining on the bridge was becoming more and more difficult.
Willpower test, yeah. The captain took the risk and watched the recording.
Willpower test succeeded. The recording contained a message from Captain Nova Van Dane. It was almost impossible to make anything out in the pict, only the captain's hand gripping the edge of the table, and flashes of iridescent light. The captain was speaking crisply, almost calmly. But there were also short, almost inaudible, breaths, exactly what the rogue traders team had encountered when they had first boarded the ship. And it even seemed that those sounds were coming not from the recording, but from the gloom-drenched corners of the bridge itself. Kayavagama has fallen. The Fireborn broke orbit under fire from an unknown enemy and left the system, said Captain Van Dane on the recording, with the tone of an officer reporting to her superiors. We encountered pathological warp activity. The crew is reporting failures in the Geller field system. The ship is doomed. Whoever finds this recording, I ask you to hold a prayer service for our souls. I also ask you to take the family relics of the Van Dane line from Kayavagama. The relics are stored. The captain then specified the location of her family vault and the access code.
The recording ended. There was nothing left to do on the cursed deck. It's time to return to the shuttle.
The recording ended. There was nothing left to do on the cursed deck. It was time to return to the shuttle. A message came in from the unit led by the seasoned, unflappable Grey Matina. The captain methodically reported on all the service bay sections her team had already examined. They had found nothing of value. They had found no bodies. There had been no incidents, and the search was proceeding as normal. The unit was waiting for further instructions from the Lord Captain.
After distilling the salient points from Grey Matina's exhaustive report, Octavia the Fire Axe listed the areas that warranted more thorough search.
Awareness test succeeded. After returning to the shuttle, Octavia the Fire Axe received reports about Fireborn's status. The tech priests who relentlessly pierced the wreckage with the auger's gaze insisted on curtailing the operation as soon as possible, fearing imminent destruction. There were also reports from the other two units. The second unit had suffered serious losses when a large bundle of electrified cables had fallen on top of them. The group had retreated, unable to retrieve the bodies of their comrades or any kind of valuable haul from the ship. When reporting on the situation, Captain Vesti didn't crack a single joke, which was very out of character. Grey Matina's unit had explored the service bay without incident and, not wasting any time, had marked valuable components for later disassembly and transfer to the rogue trader's ship. The units assembled at the shuttles and the Lord Captain gave the final order of this grim expedition.
All the service for the fallen scouts. Yeah, honor the memory of the crew.
The last request of the fallen captain had been fulfilled. The improvised funeral began with a brief military salute, and the rogue trader herself recited a prayer for the souls of the Fireborn. Just as any honest servant of the Emperor who has dedicated their life to voyaging through the darkness would honor their fellows and mourn their deaths. Time was up. The scouting party returned to their ship. With one last look at the Fireborn, the rogue trader
gave the order to fire upon the dead vessel at the range for which was born in fire shall perish in fire. Okay. We are going at it fairly good right now. What is this? Save the Eldari survivors. Save Eldari. Scout out a planet. Message from Victress. Save the Eldari. Just need it safe, we don't need it crazy. Calyx is going to find out secret gas factorum. Visit. Oh, let's see. Space
A
battle.
violent battle is unfolding before the rogue trader's eyes. Patrol ships from the Corda fleet are tearing apart two small Eldari vessels. Once they are finished with them, the void ships give chase after the third, already damaged vessel, clearly with the intention of destroying it as well. Seeing the last ship's impending death, Juliet calls out to the Lord Captain, her voice trembling slightly. Only the rogue trader's intervention can save her kin from the massacre.
Send a message to Insidia fleet ordering them to stop the battle.
The Vox Master relays the Lord Captain's demand to stop the battle and soon returns with a reply. According to the Corda ships, this group of Xenos are malicious criminals. They are guilty of raiding this system's planets and robbing merchant vessels. Incendia Corda's void ships are intent on performing their duty before the Emperor and exterminating the Xenos. Juliet sullenly watches the unfolding chase through the stained glass windows of the captain's bridge. She grimly concedes that no crime should go unpunished. Except her kin were flying transport ships. It would have been impossible for them to rob a ship, let alone launch a planetary raid. Vessels such as theirs simply lack the firepower to do so. The Monkey are lying.
Analyze the intact Xenoships.
Despite the presence of some weaponry, the Xenoship is more likely meant for transporting cargo or the Xenos themselves rather than direct combat.
Command short up warship, cease fire immediately and retreat.
Unwilling to engage in open battle against the flagship of a foreign dynasty, the patrol reluctantly leaves its prey and retreats to the edge of the system. Meanwhile, the wounded Xenoship is rapidly distancing itself from the recent battlefield, attempting to hide in the shadow of the nearest world. Every attempt to contact it is met with frustration, and the Vox Master reports that the vessel is in deplorable condition. Who knows how much more the Xenotechnology can endure before the irreparable happens. The Eldari are too scared and resentful of the Monkey for the recent deaths of their kin to answer incoming hails. Despite this, Juliet is certain that she can convince them to cooperate with the Elantach if she is allowed to speak with them.
Okay, yeah.
2 watches pass, and the Xenos finally decide to answer Juliet's pleas concerning the Elantach's assistance. Guardedly asking how exactly the Monkey can help their vessel, the Eldari note that the humans' primitive technologies are incapable of healing the Eldari vessel's wounds. The sudden benevolence of one human is equally incapable of bringing back those who perished in the recent engagement.
Mercifully grant the Xenos provisions and medicines.
The Xenos half-heartedly thank the rogue trader and turn their ship toward distant stars and inevitable death in the void. No words are exchanged on the bridge, but everyone understands that the wounded ship will never make it there. A few Terran days later, a blue flash at the edge of the system confirms the vessel's unfortunate fate. And only the thin figure of the Aldrai stands motionless against the backdrop of the intricate stained glass windows, mourning the fallen in solemn silence. Once the pain in Juliet's soul is numbed, she turns to the Lord Captain and nods, a short gesture of gratitude for their attempt to save those who could hardly be saved. This planet is devoid of even the most primitive forms of life. However, the crew has made quite a strange discovery, a mirror, lying right in the center of a huge crater. A completely ordinary mirror in a frame, by all appearances. In pristine condition.
Take the mirror aboard the ship.
The mirror now hangs on the wall in one of the compartments. It looks completely normal. However, only an hour after its arrival, the Vox Master reports that the shuttle crew that delivered the mirror has disappeared. The people who hung the mirror have also disappeared. Even the enforcer who wandered into the compartment by mistake and stopped to fix his new, non-regulation, cravat has vanished without a trace.
Wait.
About 3 watches after the shuttle crew's disappearance, strange squelching and snapping sounds are heard coming from the mirror compartment, accompanied by a putrid odor.
Force open the door.
The door opens to reveal streaks of some odd slimy substance interspersed with clumps of what looks like moss, and growths hanging from the ceiling. Further inspection shows that the mirror is actively secreting biomatter, including fast-growing mold spores.
Keep waiting.
Yet more abnormal noises joined the ungodly symphony playing behind the compartment door. The squelching and snapping were soon joined by rattling, wheezing, and growling.
Open the door.
The compartment was brimming with biomatter. Strange creatures and plants floating in streams of a slimy substance, revealed to be a type of mold upon closer inspection. The missing crew members were also found inside, terrified and unable to remember anything. They returned to awareness while still inside the compartment. They had been only half an hour away from drowning in the biomatter still oozing from the mirror. After analyzing all the available data, the Lord Captain and the officers conclude that the mirror functions in line with the rotation cycle of the planet on which it was found. During the first phase, the mirror absorbs all organic life reflected in it. During the second phase, the mirror regurgitates the organic material it has consumed, starting with the simplest organisms and progressing to more complex ones.
Get rid of the mirror? Get rid of the mirror and the rescue crew members. Keep the mirror. Now we know how it works. We know what to do with it.
The crew seem numb with horror as they hear the order, yet they obey without a word. The mirror remains in a sealed compartment while the ship continues its journey onward.
Yeah, that's dark. That's really dark.
A vigilant member of the Augur crew has detected a small Xenos vessel drifting through the void. The ship is unpowered and shows no signs of being crewed.
Send out a boarding shuttle.
The squad boarded the vessel without issue. Corrosion has laid waste to the ship's systems, which led to the death of the entire crew. The interior is full of Aldrai corpses. No weapons were found on board, and the dead Xenos, judging by their clothing, were not part of any warrior caste, merely the crew of the now defunct ship. The Xenos Juliet claims to have recognized the symbols on the dead Aldrai's clothes. They were civilian refugees from Craftworld crew Darik.
By their arduous labor and unbreakable spirit do his faithful servants fuel hundreds of imperial worlds. Their entire lives are an example of true service to humanity.
We almost can level up again. Damn, we are going through this. It's going through fairly quickly as well. Okay, I have one thing that I kind of want to do. We have a plan.
A warp breach. Ungodly fiends spreading sorcerous disease walk the lower decks, gathering a cohort of infected voidsmen. If no measures are taken immediately, an entire bay could be turned into a den of heresy.
Rogue Trader and a retinue will personally face these contentious monstrosities.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Heretical cultist. Heretical cultist.
The battleground beckons. All of you will bleed.
Hey, Kibella? You're going this way. Together with Pascal. Okay, Pascal and Cabela is first. Then it's you. Then it's you. Then it's Agatha. Okay. Okay. What is the buff they have? Cultist. Incoming toxin damage restore the creature's wounds. Okay, yeah. So no toxic damage. Okay. That is good to know.
Running binaric override.
Trust me. Aim for the heart next time. I shall not fail. As honor ordains.
Why are you just doing 6 damage? It's so annoying. Okay, you... Toxic nade? Okay, fair enough.
Rejoice in battle! My faith shields me! As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Yay.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak.
Dodged. Okay, fair enough.
Crush the feeble. I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
Hey, you're actually burning. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Chaos guides me.
I will not die in dishonor.
Okay, so generate momentum. I don't have that one on you, do I? That's kinda annoying.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Inflict toxic damage.
Let's see.
Until the end of combat, operative has additional action point. Inflict 1 exploit on all in combat until the combat. Then I have no combat. The target of this suffers minus 30 dodge penalty and minus.
A maelstrom!
You missed.
Schemes within schemes.
Okay, so that actually applies to her as well. Okay.
Okay, now I'm really riled up. You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
I've suffered worse.
Hey, no.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. It will be done.
Okay. Hit you as well, that's a bit of a problem.
At your beck and call.
Cleanses the body.
Ouch. Ouch.
Pain is but an illusion.
And you parried it. Of course you did. Of course you fucking did. Ouch.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
And you're throwing another grenade.
Out of my way.
I need your aegis, O Emperor.
Bonus armor. Damage source. Critical ability.
The undesired council.
I missed.
I bring mercy and retribution. As the tenets demand. Death is a blessing.
Okay, we got 2 more stacks of that. Okay. We have 1 down there and 1 up there. Can we jump up there? We cannot. Can we jump down there? That's 2 jumps. To get there is also 2 jumps.
The shadows will see it done.
Why do you not do that much damage with that one?
Time to redouble.
A gust of cold wind ruffles your hair.
Oh, Agatha is dead. Okay. Oh, we got a chaos bomb.
Curse her. I can do that with the right incentive.
Oh, too bad. I'm still standing. Let's see.
Too bad I never leave debts unpaid.
Okay. I guess we need to
10
clear
minutes
out a
and it is
bit.
done.
Sounds become unbearably
In the
loud.
ground. Am I getting paid for this?
Probably not.
You've got a problem, I've got a prize.
Follow my lead. Victory is imminent.
Okay, we pop that.
It will be done.
Oh, a predictable downfall.
Okay.
At your beck and call.
Oh, not yet. Not yet.
Hey, now's not the
Oh, that's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit.
I serve the ruinous powers.
If this is my death, may my blood be a worthy sacrifice.
Exploiters know one route. Forward.
You cannot trick death. It will claim me one day. Do you think
Discharges of the motive force fill the air.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Your fire trajectory is suboptimal.
I will not die in dishonor?
Stop hitting me, Ashmag! Don't get too cocky.
I will do my duty.
And they parried it. Of course it did.
Looks like I'll need more augmentations. I know what I'm doing, usually. You're not far.
Okay. One demon taken care of.
Tell me, and it is done.
Good.
It will be done.
Parried again? Yeah, fuck you.
At your beck and call.
Another one.
Integrity failure. Detected. My vow is to serve. My frail
Okay.
Request approved.
Trust me.
Brace yourself, Avalon!
Don't get too cocky. You've got a problem? I've got a price. I can do that.
How
With the
much?
right incentive.
36.
Am I getting paid for this?
Taught you to fight.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit.
Just a minor setback. It will be done.
Okay.
At your beck and call.
Vital function successfully terminated.
I can do that. With the right incentive.
2 points. We can put 1 in there. And we can hit him. 35. Great.
Tell me, and it is so.
7.
I can do that. With the right
Okay.
incentive.
One fewer target.
Okay, we killed him. Great.
I've suffered worse.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
I'm waiting for that guy to actually come here. Okay.
Don't get too cocky. Jai Hidari.
What is done
Remember
cannot be
him.
undone.
Fuck's sake.
Am I getting paid for this?
Okay, okay. We are putting...
Don't get too cocky. Tell me, and it is so. You've got a problem, I've got a price.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ways. A tactically sound approach.
Okay.
Victory is imminent. I will do my duty.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Front line.
Running binary override.
Okay, good.
Request approved.
An offering of blood. Death comes in silence. Let the blood of the wicked be shed as thou hast willed.
I need this go at it in a combined front. That's more and more what I'm thinking I'm doing wrong with this setup overall. I need to go at it in a combined front where everything faces them. Because then I have Abelard that can tank. I have Bella that can actually deal with a lot of targets. But the thing I'm doing right now is I'm splitting up my forces too much. I genuinely think that is the thing that I'm doing that is wrong. Because it's just like, it's really hard to actually do both sides. Because the thing that we're doing wrong is the fact that we're splitting up our forces. If we actually had a combined front, we would fare better against most of them. You live, you learn. Oh, we actually finished that one. Efficiency for all colonies require 3. Yeah, there's no reason why we shouldn't do that.
The Santiel's pride hives are oozing noxious haze veined with sulfurous streaks. The promethium fumes from the gigantic distilling cauldrons located beyond the temperature shields. Vast, endless deadlands littered with spots of promethium stations and refineries separate the colossi of rockcrete and adamantine with its crown of gargantuan spires. The heat of this system's star has turned this world into a boiling but lucrative gland within the body of the House Corda Protectorate.
Hello. It's hard to tell what's more impressive, the grotesque grandeur of this place or its extreme toxicity. Oh my god. Adamantium. We have 3 adamantium, we have 2 extract. Yeah. Let's grab that. I think we're turning around now. We are not starting Kivagama. We're actually heading back towards the middle. We have the toxic bunker. We haven't done anything with that.
It was discovered that one of the smaller vats in Engine Hall 5, which should have been filled with wastewater, instead contained a liquid that looked like blood. This incident was deemed not to be of serious concern, and everything went back to normal as soon as the ship returned to real space.
Nothing to worry about. It's just blood.
There was a malfunction in the engineering chamber during the warp journey. The accelerator cogitators stopped obeying the tech priests, and for a few precious moments the ancient machines were left to their own devices. The crew managed to avoid serious breakdowns or accidents. Several acolytes of the cult Mechanicus were turned into servitors as penance, and the Bojan gave out several triple watches to the voidsmen who dredged up the old rumors about the cursed ship.
It goes well. It goes well. It literally is taking it slow, dealing with a lot of the different things that we have going on. So it is slow but steady, pretty much.
The Lord Captain and her crew have lost track of how much time they have spent in the warp jump. The vessel itself, the groaning of the bulkheads, the Vox Master's reports, it all happened so many times before and would happen yet again. No matter what occurred, the officers could not shake the feeling that they were running in circles, as if the voyage across the Sea of Souls would be eternal. Routine actions blended into grey nothingness and filled the crew's hearts with anguish. Many members considered submitting to the mercy of the chaotic power outside. Days went by, but the navigator did not give the order to leave the Immatrium.
Heed your inner voice.
The Lord Captain's insight pierced through the mind-numbing haze. It appeared that the ship's astropaths and the navigator had been sounding the alarm, but their messages had been ignored. Their combined efforts finally broke the time loop and released the vessel from the Empire Aeon's embrace. The warp never tires of its cruel mockery.
Okay, so this playthrough is Heretical, Pyromaniac, or Pyromancy. I moved over into Executioner, which is just more debuffs. I have not gotten my build and my ID fully to work, but it's pretty much a pyro psyker that burns everything. That is the idea behind it anyway. Background is sanctioned psyker. Now I'm getting... Yeah, we're heretical iconoclast. A lot more heretical than iconoclast, that's for sure. I have done a few dogmatic things. I'm trying to roleplay it as a person who's slowly but surely just accepting chaos. Yeah. Homeworld, Deathworld, Origin, Psyker, Triumph. Yeah. So that's kind of the idea I've gone with. It's that way. Goddard Void ship. Oh, yeah. We're going over here.
Demonic eyes had materialized and begun to slither across the walls of Crew Quarter 49. The burning orbs swelled like bubbles of fetid swamp gas, only in secluded places at first, later appearing in plain sight. Everyone subject to their glare started experiencing headaches and spells of self-flagellation. After one of the officers peeled off a portion of his own skin to fashion a makeshift eyelid for one of the fiendish orbs, the section was quarantined since neither fire nor other munitions could prevent more eyes from sprouting up on the ship. The vessel was cleansed only by escaping from the clutching embrace of the Sea of Souls.
Yeah. DLC... oh, the DLC archetype. I don't have the DLC. I'm doing Pirate 2, but Soldier, Arch-Militant, where I light myself on fire and just continuously explode in a cluster of enemies. Yeah. I'm trying to make stuff so I'm trying to build a team that makes it so I don't light myself on fire. I have my team light everything else on fire, and then I just every turn I snap the thing that gives 10 more stacks. And because of the things I have on, it actually adds more, from my understanding. So in the end, the whole enemy team has like plus 50 fire stacks on them, burning stacks. And because if an enemy... Where was it? It's in Executioner. Burning effects. At the start of their turn, the enemy suffering from burning inflicted by the Executioner must make a willpower resistance test. If failed, burning is removed and the enemy falls prone until the start of the next turn. So, I don't know if that's good, but it feels like with the amount of fire I have, because I have the majority of the team focused on fire.
The warp jump passed without incident for everyone except the crew members on bridge duty. For the duration of the voyage, they heard laughter. It seemed to come from outside, through the airtight seal of the ship's massive windows. The laughter went on and on.
But right now it seems like it was like this my first playthrough as well. Abelard is a fucking monster and tanks everything. And the rest of the people are just like, What's going on?
The magnetic storm raging above the planet blurs
Okay.
the gaze of auger arrays.
I don't know if everyone's had that experience, but Abelard is just... he's a monster. Okay, so we can't go there.
Acolytes of the cult Mechanicus have reported a disturbing incident. All
Yeah.
Vox systems on the middle decks started broadcasting otherworldly sounds, whistling a haunting melody. The strains of monstrous music drove people into a frenzied dance that could not be stopped. Several hours later the Vox devices fell silent, and the dancing crew members fell lifeless. The area was cleared and the bodies of the deceased were disposed of with the necessary precautions.
I have a bit of cargo, so I'm contemplating if I should actually go to Footfall and sell, but no. Yes, I'm a giant hoarder and I like having a lot of the things. Blood removes their bleeds. Yeah. Yeah, no. The thing is with Abelard, I have built him like a tank. So he runs straight into the enemy and just stands there. I remember my first playthrough. I used Abelard like a fucking momentum in the middle of the group and just started throwing. I equipped him with, I think Pascal has it now. The fire resistant, like the fire immunity thing from Footfall. I threw that on Abelard, and then my solution to hard fights was Abelard runs in, parries and dodges everything, and you start throwing grenades in. Start throwing fire grenades in. That's how I dealt with stuff the first time around. There was one thing. Okay. What cape do you currently have? You have the wearer's range attack decreases to target dodge by 5 does not stack. What if we throw the fire cape on you? Because I've had some bad experience with that. My brain is too simple for tanking. Best defense is offense. You are not wrong in that. You're absolutely not wrong in that. But at the same time, it's always good to have someone who can soak a bit of damage.
A trickle of disturbing news came from the Navigator's sanctum over the last few days. Allegedly there is a vast shadow following the void ship through the depths of the Sea of Souls. Mere hours before emerging in real space, the vessel shuddered. An unidentified leviathan had emerged from the roiling warp, wrapped its tentacles around the ship, and started squeezing, trying to crack the hull like an egg.
Trust the Navigator's talents.
The ship's navigator engaged the warp monster in invisible combat by giving orders from the sanctum navies. By following the Astronomican's guiding light and struggling against the mighty alien will at the same time, the guide managed to pry the void vessel from the nightmarish creature's grasp and execute an emergency translation to real space, with minimal losses among the crew and new insights into the nature of warp entities.
I don't know how familiar you are. There is a space hulk floating around here. I have put off fighting that. Yeah, drifting void ship. I have put off fighting this because, yeah. But we are going to fight this. I don't want to spoil what's in here, but if you know, you know what's in here. Honestly, my biggest problem with this playthrough is the fact that I'm playing Heretical, and I'm not going to lie,
One step at a time.
the way
Next
I play
madness.
games like these are closer to Iconoclast.
A formidable-looking door blocks the way into the next module. It is covered in scratches, as if someone clawed at the cold metal for a very, very long time. The door does not respond to your touch and stands fast, refusing to open. The tech priest blesses himself with a protective symbol, his hand visibly shaking.
Shield us. O machine god, from the evil that has taken hold of your temple. Save us, preserve us from the corruption, show us the way. The sacred metal that bars our path is weakened. Let us appeal to the machine spirit of one of the generators so the metal may drink from its blessed energies. There should be one hidden somewhere in this module.
What is this evil you mentioned?
The tech priest says nothing for a while. Then his vox comes to life, but the voice is hoarse, punctuated by static and interference.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. I am merely his servant, I cannot discern what has stricken the abode of the machine god. But I do sense a distortion of the structure, disfigurement of the molecular order. This ship is sick. Further conversing is unproductive. The will of the Omnissiah has brought us to these doors, thus our task is clear. Search for a way to proceed beyond so we can discover a means of cleansing these halls.
Inspect the door mechanism.
The door and the entire adjacent section of the bay have no power. There must be a backup generator somewhere nearby.
Look around.
The main thing that catches your eye about this place is the state of the wall panels by the door. They bear numerous scratches, 5 in a row, resembling claw marks. Some of the panels look like they could fall off at any moment. Here and there you see the occasional sparks and crackling of the damaged wires behind them.
Yep.
The stomach-turning bloody smears on the wall form a malevolent symbol. The blood seems to have penetrated deep into the metal.
Don't fail explosive. I am a bit miffed off because I've lost several, like, I failed several 90+ rolls, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on?
The dull sounds produced by the ventilation system create the illusion that the ship is breathing, like a living and terribly sick creature.
This is bad, very bad.
What?
The Omnissiah's grace has forsaken this place and these brethren.
Goods.
A tantalizing anomaly.
Whisper and be heard. Follow the threads. The Vizier. Would he be proud? Am I?
Oh, and we got applies -10 penalty to perception for all attacks against the wearer. Okay.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Access received.
Dark reddish blotches form the words, O Omnissiah. The hour is upon us.
Oh, it's this.
Emperor, protect us. This is a house of darkness and corruption.
Look no further.
You are authorized. Listening of reconnaissance recited.
There's several things I want in this game, but at the same time, how many DLCs is it they have promised? They have promised like 3 or 4 DLCs, right? Yep. No, there's a few things that I'm like missing as a lore nut in this game. For example, one of the things I thought was the most obvious to be one of the starting classes or like start archetypes.
Scraps of skin and broken nails and teeth are stuck in the ragged grooves on the bulkhead. Someone made a frenzied attempt to scratch the blasphemous symbol into the metal, showing themselves no mercy.
Curses flesh, you betrayed me. I am drowning in the mire of flesh and sinew, but my spirit longs for the perfection of the machine. Yep, you have not lost it. Tech comrade, you are in need of ritual protocol repair. I will mend you. Yeah.
There will be no peace in my wake.
I don't know how deep in the
A
lore
Lord Captain who graces the freight line with visits and speaks to the lowliest of serfs. Retirement has never sounded more tempting.
One of the things I was going to say is
shadow.
the one thing I
Follow my
want in this
steps.
game is blanks, honestly. I want blanks. And I know that doesn't make sense to...
All it means is that she is more attentive to her subjects than Lady Theodora ever was. It is unfortunate that you should find this surprising rather than heartening.
Weapon skill and strength. Okay. That is one of the things I actually want is I want...
What lies beyond?
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
Warning. Invalid system pressure parameters. Expected value, 10. Settings changed. New system pressure value, 4. Settings changed. New system pressure value, 5. Settings changed. New system pressure value, 7. Settings changed. New system pressure value, 2. Settings changed. New system pressure value, 6.
Okay. We'll start
Settings
with that
changed. New system pressure value, 4.
4.
Settings changed.
9.
New system pressure value, 9. Settings changed.
10.
New system pressure value, 10.
Okay. And...
Valid value set.
Okay,
Gas
great.
supply
One
halted.
step at a time, amidst the madness.
Well, okay, yep. We're blowing up this door.
Myself through my service.
I see what others do not. The dead know nothing, and neither.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Just as he ordained. The Vizier, would he be proud? Am I?
I thought we were going to get something cool from here, but no.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Okay. Anathema. No, not anathema. Blanks. Yeah. Like the Sisters of Silence and stuff like that. That has to be one of the most powerful yet lucrative people that actually people want in their rogue trader retinue. Yes, I'm a lore freak. That's one of the sad points about me. Oh.
The metal feels a little warm and somewhat moist to the touch, remarkably similar to living skin.
There's a lot of things that I have opinions about,
They
absolutely.
will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
There isn't like one thing that I'm just like, oh, I absolutely dislike that, or anything in that manner. Okay, so you need a large medkit to actually remove burning and stuff like that. Okay, that's good to know. Here, enjoy another one.
The stars are my canvas, and anarchy is my brush.
There's a lot of different aspects, but I'm still going to say this. If you're 100% new to Warhammer 40k, Rogue Trader might be one of the best ways for you to actually get into the lore and actually understanding like kind of the environment. People will just walk into damage and kill themselves from 1 to 100 instead of yeah. You saw
Patience.
the fact that
My nerves are frayed.
I spent on this section here. Where is it? Yeah, on this section here, and this specific ship, I spent 3+ hours on last time I did it. So yeah, I know exactly what you mean, but I have walked through the Valley of Jank to get to the point where I can actually play the game without even paying attention that much. Servitor, Madlogician.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treaties on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
Watching the lazy handle sacred technology.
I am at your service.
Data meditation is terminated.
Join me in prayer.
Whisper and be heard. Death walks with me.
Oh, I'm going to absolutely say that, because no question about it, this game is so good for you to actually get into the lore. And then what you want to do after you gotten into the lore.
How dare you disturb the peace of the machines? Desecrator.
It tackles so many characters standing too close to an enemy. Oh, that counts as an enemy. Okay, yeah, fair enough. No, that has to be one of the things, absolutely. Where it's just getting the information that this game actually gives you is something that is rough to come by in the rest of 40k.
My vow is to serve.
That can see him, that can see him. Okay. You can't see that. Mad Technomat's back there, but I want to have a clean fire lane there.
A dance of blades and shadows. I shall not fail. As honor ordains. Ha!
I'll do it. This is why I was chosen. Faith without deeds is worthless. But you, my emperor! As the emperor
There are
commands,
things in
I
this
act.
game that makes... I'm not going to complain about it now, because there's things in this game that makes the combat trivial. But it also has a lot of aspects to it where it's just, yeah, if you have the right combo of stuff, then
War is my muse. genius at work.
Okay, we light him on fire. They don't have any flame weapons. They have a mad Logis. Can't shoot anyone. And what weapon do you have, actually? That's a fair point. Mad Logis. Mad Magos. You have a plasma weapon. Okay, fair enough. Ouch.
There is only death. Yours or mine.
Ouch.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Okay.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Let's see.
Surfaces around are covered with mucus.
Okay. Can I throw it in a way that actually grabs... Nope. That only hits 1. That hits 2. Okay. And then inflame.
Oh, a wicked, predictable downfall.
Am I getting paid for this?
I need to grab the heal on her. That's what I think I need to actually do. Okay.
Don't get too cocky.
At your beck and call. It will be done. Victory is imminent.
And now we are shutting those people down. The Logis is probably the one that is going to be the most problematic one.
The Omnicide is significant value.
But they don't have any more cover to deal with that. Okay. Oh, the shield.
Trust me. Come, the other side awaits. As the tenants demand. Caught by the web. Ha! Trust me.
Oh no, that's not where I clicked, but for fuck's sake.
My blade whispers your name. I shall not fail. Caught by the web.
Okay.
Another one is shattered.
How do I want to do this?
Guided by faith. As the Emperor to you, my Emperor.
This is the best
Power
part about the
resides in the will of the righteous.
Agatha, in my opinion, this is the most OP item in the game. Blessed bolter casing. Single attack with bolter weapons automatically hit the target.
Faith without...
In my opinion, that is probably the most OP thing in the game.
I won't sully myself with that. Through the smoke and gunfire! What if? Schemes within schemes within schemes.
I don't have vision to him. Okay. Pop that. How many stacks do we have of that? We have 60 of that now.
Tell me.
That should be enough to deal with him. Yep. Can't target him. Can't target him, but don't really care about him. We're just going to proc this.
Genius! Fate claims! Another one.
I can do that with the right incentive.
My place is at the fore.
Okay, we
It will
proc
be done.
that.
I will do my duty.
Nice.
Advancing. Cogitation fails.
There is a thing that I wanted to give a try. There is a thing that I can do that actually increases the amount of fire damage I do. I got a pair of boots that makes it so if you stand on fire, a burning tile, you apply more fire. But I don't really know if I want to use that.
As honor or death, let your soul be purged. Caught by the web. Death is a blessing.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. As the Emperor commands, I act.
It makes me immune to burning on the ground. Okay, where do we have them? Did I equip them? No, I did not equip them. Okay, so they're somewhere in here. There. The wearer cannot suffer burning effects by walking over burning cells. The wearer inflicts 3+ additional stacks of burning whenever they stand on a burning cell. Pyromanic boots.
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
A moving target lives longer.
So yes, it makes you immune to burning, and you inflict burning when standing on burning.
Follow my lead. Indeed, reduced to dust.
The behavior of the Transformers was caused by no common mechanical malfunction. It is possible that the cause is of supernatural origin.
Blood is my life. Death is my duty.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Perception, willpower, intelligence. Intelligence increases burst weapons. Honestly, I think we're going willpower. Awareness. It's really nothing fancy this time, but yeah. Toughness. Kybella is actually at 90 as well. Should 45, 35. Weapon skill, strength. It means, I mean, it makes you immune to burning, right? Yep. I don't know how many times I've read that. I'm sorry. I'm in my own weird world, I think. Okay. The obvious one would go tech use on Pascal. Logic will also make sense. Now we're going tech use. Kybella, what do we have for you? Perception, ballistic, intelligence, weapon skill. Weapon skill it is. Strength would also make sense for you, wouldn't it? You're a melee weapon character. Yep. No. Awareness, athletics, Imperium. You're actually really high in Medicaid. Demo. Agatha is actually highest in demolition now. Medicaid. I think we're going demolition on you as well, because Agatha is the one person we keep switching out when we are in the situation to switch someone out from the party we're currently using. Commerce, coercion, persuasion. Persuasion is the lowest stat you have, huh? I think persuasion it is then. Fellowship is not the one we're going with. Ballistic it is then.
Watch out. What torments you? One step at a time. I am your shadow. My visions showed this path, and many others.
Three shots fires. Yeah. We are going to save here, Because I know how horrible this fight is. Last time I did this.
Death to the malefactors. Death to the desecrators.
But a Herald of Corruption is probably the thing that is the most annoying thing. We have Technomat, Servitor. Okay. Start with this. We now have 3 points. We can do one. Okay. Can't see that one. That one done. And you missed. Too bad. Now we're going to deploy frontline here.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. At your beck and call, I took care of this one.
Okay, that's one of them out.
It will be done.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak.
Shadows are reversed for a moment.
Okay, good.
I'll do it.
Good.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
And that's how you do first turn with her. That's for sure. And
Trust me. I shall not fail. My blade whispers your name. As the tenets demand. Let your soul be purged.
and they're down to their usual health. Okay. That is what you need to focus on in this fight, and that took me so long to actually recognize that that is the thing you need to focus on. Last time I did this.
You've got a problem? I've got a prize.
Just explode a bomb and then Cassia can I just nuke it everyone? Yeah. It is not a bad idea doing stuff like that.
Wicked thought. Let's see. Don't get too cocky. A wicked thought. I brook no opposition. A genius at work. Behold my artistry!
That's 59 stacks of burning, 66. What is it? 92 stacks of burning. Yeah. With Arch Militant, I can use offensive psychic power 3 times in 1 turn. So I let myself on fire, explode. That's not a bad idea. I went for operative. I don't know why I went for operative. I felt like that was the most, like... How should I put it? Fitting background? Yeah, that's probably the best word for it.
Explorers know one route. Forward.
Yeah, I think it's fairly decent. I don't really have any complaints about it. Okay.
Activate calculated viewing algorithm.
I wanna hit you. Come on. It's not that. Damn it.
I will do my duty. It will be done.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
The Arc Militant has a lot of really good aspects to it. There is no question about it. As I'm just heavy boltering a servitor down.
I am your blade and shield. Caught by the web. As honor or my blade whispers your name. Let your soul be purged. Trust me. Caught by the web.
Okay.
I shall not fail.
I want to kill you because you are the most annoying one. Running around with like 20 plus movement points and zooming and exploding just because pyro powers doesn't use movement speed. Yeah.
Tell me, and it is done.
I see some backsides with the point I picked in Flaming Goes Prone. But, yeah. At the same time, they already have 70 flaming on them right now, so...
Am I getting paid for this?
I do like one thing, though. One thing they have done great compared to when I played the game last. And that is the fact that the allies doesn't shoot you more than it does the enemy anymore. They actually have a bit of restriction on the amount of times they shoot their own teammates, which I find really good. I rarely see the flame stack because my firestorms get stronger as the fight goes on. One time I nuked and did 160 damage to multiple enemies and cast it so the damage over time doesn't come into play. I can see what's good about it, yeah.
Victory is imminent.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. As the Emperor commands, I'll do it.
Yeah, Agatha is a sensible person, yes, exactly.
Let your soul be purged.
Blade Dancer is the start one. That is similar to what Cabela has here. Executioner is the other one, so it actually gives you 2 extra classes.
As the tenets demand.
Why does it show me killing it every time, but it just does no damage?
Don't get too cocky.
Faith without deeds. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. Rejoice in battle! I'll do it.
So crazy. So just do crazy fire damage plus melee. Executioner is all damage over time effects, all of them.
Watch my back.
So it is bleeding, toxin, all of them.
A predictable downfall.
Advancing. Running binary.
Okay, I need to do this quickly. I need to AFK a bit because something I need to fix. I will be back in just a few minutes, so hope I see you then.
There will be no peace in my wake.
I am back. Whew. The things that needed to be fixed are now fixed, so now I'm here for at least an hour more.
In my veins.
Whew.
Acquisition is possible.
Cast your eye there. The Emperor favors me today. Duty prevails.
No, one of the things... yeah, Blade Dancer and Executioner is... Blade Dancer is really focused on mobility.
Fortune smiles on us.
Really high mobility overall.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
And Executioner is just damage over time. Everything is just damage over time on Executioner.
The Emperor favors me today.
Okay.
A formidable-looking door blocks the way into the next module. It is covered in scratches, as if someone clawed at the cold metal for a very, very long time. The air in the room is permeated by a wild mixture of miasmas of both mechanical and biological origin. Blood, rust, vomit, machine oil, excrement, kerosene. All these smells blend together into such a thick stench that it almost feels palpable. Just as the air here is one mad tangle of odors, the device in front of you is a mishmash of wriggling wires and transplanted fragments. In all the clutter, one could almost miss the main component, a heavily augmented man, whose upper body is embedded into the frame of the machine, dozens of wires piercing his flesh. A crust of congealed blood and other bodily fluids covers the man's entire body, but his eyes are open and his gaze is keen. This gaze is turned to you, devoid of surprise or deference.
Who are you, disturbing the peace of holy martyrs in the home of our grief? What do you want?
Even looking at these creatures unnerves you. Mago, speak. Speak with your brother. Find out what happened here.
After a brief exchange of binary greetings, the tech priest's vox sparks out.
You have been identified and recognized, Tech Sentinel. I express my sympathy for your malfunctions. May the Omnissiah strengthen your data vows. Requesting information about the status of the blessed ship. Ship? There is no ship. There is only purgatory, a world of evil, made to harrow and torture those who follow the Omnissiah. It has already killed many of my brethren, but those who remain are strong, so very strong. We will keep the corruption of the machine at bay. I will hold it back. I have accepted a higher calling, the only one among my brethren to do so. As they keep the evil at bay with prayers and sacred symbols engraved on their traitorous flesh, I take this evil inside myself. I imbibe it as one does water. But it can do me no harm, for I am the eye of sanctity. I am the sacred filter, the link that protects other parts of the machine from this caustic taint. And for as long as I remain here, the corruption will not prevail. This statement is false. I am registering corruption in this unit identical to that surrounding us. I am registering a violation of the cleansing protocol, which dictates steering the ship into the heart of the nearest star for the purposes of cleansing annihilation. I am registering betrayal of the sacred machine spirits placed in the charge of those weak in faith.
The man looks at his comrade and replies with a long series of clicks in Technolingua.
Permission to use the sacred language has been revoked. Impurity will not be permitted to enter the pure speech of Binaric. Your mortal shell will soon exhaust its vital energies. Pray mutely while you still have the time.
Subban Madness. Kill him, I'm not interested in. I wish to see what you've been trying to hold back.
You can barely make out Pasquale's agitated voice over the angry crackle of interference.
I am registering that contact with a corrupting entity is tech heresy beyond categorization.
Argenta clutches her weapon so hard you hear her knuckles crack.
Octavia the Fire Axe. Don't.
How dare you encroach upon the sacred essence of the machine? How?
As soon as he stills forever, the oppressive atmosphere around you deepens into literal darkness. One by one, flaming slits begin to appear in the gloom. Perhaps eyes, perhaps mouths, ready to devour the mortal who has laid claim to it. A foreign, otherworldly will rails against you, and crumbles when confronted by the forces that keep you safe in the service of the dark gods.
Force the entity to become your servant on the ship.
You mentally order the entity to leave the vessel, stow away on the shuttle, and, as soon as the shuttle returns to your ship, infiltrate the ship's systems. The demon responsible for the desecration of the dead or deranged crew will now faithfully serve you.
Whenever the flagship lands hits an enemy hull, it has a 50% chance to start on fire. However, no enemy ships suffer from internal fire. The demon's ignition in internal fires on the flagship instead.
Patience. My nerves are frayed.
What is this? Grant plus Medicaid. Do we have any chests we can loot here, or is that all? I thought we were going to fight it. Lights. Okay, so that's actually really good, honestly.
They will see. Oh, yes, they all will see.
It feels like being heretical is actually a lot easier, if that makes sense, in a weird way. Like, it doesn't have the same amount of challenges coming to you as when you were doing like an iconoclast that I did first. Nope. It's a lot more just ignore this and just continue on, if that makes sense.
The officers on one of the lower decks stopped providing status reports. 3 days had passed since the Vox system broadcasted anything other than subdued moans and wet slapping noises. An enforcer squad sent to investigate reported that the denizens of the lower levels had regressed to animals and succumbed to depravity. The connection with the squad was shortly lost. The High Missionary of the Adeptus Ministorum became flush with fury and condemned these as designs of the archenemy. The hotbed of heresy was cleansed with fire and prayer.
Yep. Unidentified void ship.
Upon your approach, the Scarlet Pursuer sends out a hearty greeting. Captain Demir Shani wishes good health upon you and your entire dynasty, and asks if you might have any up-to-date. You receive the Scarlet Pursuer's
Okay. So that's what it is then. It's that ship. It's not anything else than that ship. Okay. Floribundus system. I'm contemplating if we should continue.
A familiar voice cuts.
Repulsor. The one bit better than what we have. 5 plasma torpedoes. We're currently firing 4, so that's better than what we have as well. Okay, great. Fire. Dorsal. Fire 2 shots. Fire 3 shots, dealing 14 damage. Okay. And we now have that. That is a good point. We should absolutely do everything we can build is built. We need more reputation to build other stuff. Balakan, boxing. How was it you got to that? Upgrades, posts, there we have it. You are best. Awareness, yep. Supreme Commander, J, Cannoneer, Master Cannoneer. What is demolition? So, you know what, Agatha with the expedition reload is a lot more interesting. Pascal and Shield Master, yep. Maneuver Expert, Abelard, and here Idra is the obvious one, honestly. That means we actually have a bit of a crew, and hopefully, from my understanding, this actually improves how the ship moves around and stuff like that. I am always more interested in Fellowship of the Void. There was something we wanted from Fellowship of the Void, but I don't remember what it was we wanted from Fellowship of the Void. I'm contemplating if yeah, last time we got the poison pistol. We got the poison pistol or toxic pistol. That was the thing we wanted.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Void and Explorators was one. Calabaklan we haven't really increased. Navy we've increased once. Durasian. Fellowship of
Welcome
Void.
back.
Yeah, the backpack. That was one of the things we wanted. Hide untradeable. Sort by type. Yeah, nothing of major interest. Okay, we got that. Swashbuckler, 2 melee weapons equipped, plus and critical damage. The one we have is better. Arch Militant. Whenever the wearer performs a melee attack after the range attack, the target of the melee attack. Okay. So it has a lot of interesting things still in here, but at the same time, yeah. If ally is under effect of Bring It Down's ability, success hits an enemy. The attack of the target. Okay, yeah. Long text. Okay, fair enough. All warp damage dealt by the wielder is increased by 12. Increase the chance of triggering psychic phenomenon. Once per turn, The wearer uses Blood Oath or Oath of Vengeance. They gain 1 use of Dash. Okay, we are going to buy that.
There will be no peace in my wake.
And then I am contemplating, should I go with the priests or the Xeno traders? I am tempted to actually go with the Xeno traders. There's nothing specifically we want from Mechanicus. I always do this. Always go to every single one of them and then decide which one I want to go to, and then do a second round because I got unsure which one I wanted to get.
The Emperor protects.
No, we actually have gained more reputation. Oh no, they've restocked. They're actually restocking. That's fucking amazing. $6,000. Roughly speaking, that will put us in this bracket. Do we want that? Honestly, I feel like...
I am the rogue thread.
Who is this suspicious prowler? That bothers me. Okay, let's check here. We need to almost get 6,000 to get the first rank of this. He's an expensive motherfucker.
Greetings.
Upon noticing Cabela, Vladane quickly assumes aboard a...
Yeah. The wearer chooses an ally as the target of their ability, immediately gains 1 movement point. Each time the wearer spends 10 stacks of tactical advantage, they gain 1 resolve until the end of combat. They're not bad stuff, they're absolutely not bad, but the amount of reputation... Yeah. What do we have that you... 3,000, so it's not even at the first rank we can get it. We already have those. When the wearer kills a target with a single ranged attack for the first time in combat, the wearer immediately gains an additional attack this round. It's not bad stuff. It's absolutely not bad stuff, but it's just like... having a hard time... I'm having a hard time justifying pumping so much into it, but at the same time I should pump reputation into them because they're actually...
Patience.
I need the reputation to build certain buildings. Might just pump it into Adeptus Mechanicus and just continue exploring. We have around an hour, hour-ish, maybe 2. The thing is, I'm doing the things that is really slow right now. I'm doing the planet exploration and stuff like that. When I actually get into the main story, time will just disappear, and that is kind of the problem I have.
Access has been...
Okay. Add to cargo. That power axe is really interesting, though. I like axes. That heavy plasma is also really good. Inevitable. Deadly repeater. Yeah. Wielder gains a 30% chance to gain 1 more action point after kill. Focus melt. It's good things. It's good things. It counts as a different type than the previous for the purpose of versatility. Okay. You know what? 2k. We're pumping 2k in here. Here comes the kicker. I can just start dumping these into cargo. That will gain us a fair bit. Great. Great. That's going to be it. No more trading for you.
Oh yes, they all will see.
Could slap that on you, but we already have that one. I don't know if that one is working that well, though. Okay, we have explored a fair amount. Fair amount. The big question is where to go next. I think we go towards Dragonus. That's probably the best option we have. Ashen World, Ashen World. What? There's fighting in the system? I have been avoiding all... Okay. Off to the next one, off to the next one.
Warp emanations have filled the plasma drive bay. Daemons, having appeared out of thin air, are twisting the appearances and minds of the crew. Some of the Voidsmen are being turned into mutant psychers. This is...
Yep, we're just going in and fighting it. Contemplating on how to do this better overall with this, but yeah. Which map is it? Which map is it? Oh, it's this one. Okay, fair enough.
One step at a time. What an amusing attempt at defiance.
Okay, Pascal is first. Then it's you. Then it's you. Then it's you. Okay.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Running binary override.
I will endure.
Twisted path.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. The shadows will see it done. Trust me.
I don't think it's going to kill it, but it parried it. I don't know how the fuck it parried it, but
I
yep.
shall not fail.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Trust me.
Never cross a Kazbalikan. Tell me, and it is done. Whoa! I want a medal for that one.
What? How the... What the fuck happened? Incoming energy deals, heals, and empowers the creature. Okay.
Schemes within schemes.
And you parried it. Hey.
Let's see.
And that missed.
At your beck and call. Indeed.
Okay. Kick the baby.
Deeds is worthless.
A feeling of terror grips your heart.
Doubt is for the weak. Emperor commands, I act. It's nothing.
Okay.
The Messiah knows all, comprehends all.
I bring mercy and retribution. As honor ordained. Caught by the web.
Okay, and hoping to kill him. We did. Great. Then we're just going to jump behind you there and stab you.
As the tenants demand.
Why is that doing so much less damage compared to what it says? It heals it. Okay.
You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
Okay. Good.
Don't get too cocky.
And pop that one.
For this?
Step by step, I lead. Even I won't do that. Huh. What if...
Killing brings me no pleasure.
Martyrdom is the reward.
Okay, pop that. And then...
It will be done.
Okay. Pop the flamethrower.
I am his will made manifest. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Okay, and now
Doubt is for
we
the
set you on fire as well. Yeah, we can. Right.
The Messiah condemns you.
Death comes in silence.
We only have a couple of them left now, do we?
As honor ordains. I shall not fail. The shadows will. My blade whispers your name.
The stacking buff with that's 6% extra damage. Yeah. It's starting to show, let's put it that way.
My Maoist function successfully terminated.
Don't get too cocky. You've got a problem? Going somewhere?
Okay. Hmm.
Ah, another one shattered.
Done? Okay. That's only 2 lootable corpses, right? Which is a bit bad, but it's something.
My wake.
Okay, let's go back outside again. In these smaller encounters, priority is just not get that much damaged, so we can actually just continue on. In my opinion, that is how you do it in the best way, but yeah. Come on. And we're looking for one specific planet, because we got one planet where it's just like... Nope. Not in this system either. So it's Durasians to get that one. We don't really have anyone. We don't have anyone that is dogmatic and a psyker. But this is so much reputation. It is a lot of reputation. Giants, provision, profit factor. Yep. Off to the next system. So question now, should we try to go and find what I'm looking for? Yeah, let's go and try to find what we're looking for. Ancient base. There it is. Ancient bunker. We have a lot higher tech proficiency and stuff like that now. So this shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't is the keyword.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
The mummified corpse has its arm outstretched toward the exit. On the soldier's neck is a broken respirator adorned with the Imperial Aquila.
Unlocked.
I will endure.
Goods.
The words on the sign are barely legible. FA Lighty 17. Pla YD Inc. 4S.
Success is an irrefutable certainty.
Too bad I never leave debts
Come
unpaid.
on.
There.
My faith shields me.
What
Oh,
lies beyond?
Damage is negligible.
worn seal. Okay.
Pain cleanses the body. See? Right there. I better myself
Pain
through my service.
soothes my soul.
Unlocked.
God grants me
I
insight.
see what others do not.
It seems the soldiers fell asleep all at once. And never woke again.
I've suffered worse.
Operation.
Okay, now I'm really riled up.
Hold fast.
Another
The Star Allies are with us.
to my collection.
Okay. We are going to move back.
For our families, for
They
peace,
will
for honor.
Oh yes, they all see.
Let us purge our world of betrayers of the Imperium. A rusted reservoir for storing drinking water. It is only half full. A rusted reservoir for storing drinking water. It is only half full.
Strike me again. See what happens.
For our families, for peace, for honor. Let us purge our world of betrayers. The Cogitators panel has dozens of breakers, buttons, handles, switches, and other control mechanisms.
Request the status of bunker life support system?
Water supply. Temperature and humidity control system. Failed. Energy regulation system.
Failed.
Oxygen supply system. Failed. Warning. Defense systems failure.
Activate emergency ventilation system.
Warning. Request denied. Air duct system malfunction detected.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Hold fast. The cogitators panel has dozens of breakers, buttons. Water supply system. Temperature. Energy oxygen. Warning. Defense systems
Activate
failure.
emergency ventilation.
System check. Processing input data. Data confirmed. Compressor launch in progress. Pressure levels nominal. Warning. Error 110,011 110,110,011 encountered. Insufficient power. Booting emergency energy profiles. Success. Pressurizing facility. Success. Booting compressor. Success. Emergency air filters activated.
Okay.
Pasquale's vox hisses mournfully.
With your permission, I would extract the command blocks of this noble machine to hold a vigil for its deceased spirit. The Omnissiah preserves the faithful.
Yep.
For our families, for peace, for honor.
My nerves are frayed.
Okay. We have a door here as well.
Let us purge our world of betrayers of the Imperium.
What do you have on you? You have officer's access key. Okay.
Hold fast. The Star Allies are with us.
Blood is my life.
The Star Ally is with us. Why are you saying
For
that?
our families, for peace, for honor.
Oh, it's saying that in the system automatically.
Let us purge our world of betrayers of the Imperium.
Okay, so it's not me going insane. Oh, that's a good. Logic.
There is nothing useful among these rough old scrolls. Hold fast. The Star Allies are with us.
Step at a time, amidst the madness.
For our families,
What's
for
in
peace,
here?
for honor.
Yeah, that's what they're saying in.
What?
Let us purge our world of betrayers of the Imperium.
Old key grants access to the warehouse. Unknown officer diary.
Hold fast. The Star Allies are with us.
Oh, what curiosity unveils itself before me.
Okay.
What
For our
torments
families,
you?
for peace, for honor.
Another step, another thread. Just as I was told.
Let us purge our world of betrayers of the Imperium.
In this tapestry of a world, I am
Hold fast.
the rogue thread.
The Star Allies are with us. For our families, for peace, for honor. Let us purge our world of betrayers of the Imperium.
The cake's rolled. Info. 300.
348 years ago, our ancestors arrived on this blooming world, built the cities and the manufactorums, and founded here a society free from heresy and fear. But the immortal Emperor of humanity, Warden of Light, saw fit to test our faith. A great war tore open a rift between our ancestors, dividing them into two factions and turning the world into a boundless battlefield. Each day, we fought the enemy, so that our children could see the dawn of a new era, an era without blood, pain, and tears. Brave people, living and dead, paved with their bodies the road to our future. And one day, the skies answered our prayers. the great star allies descended from the darkness of the cosmos and bestowed upon our great army the doomsday weapon. And so we brought righteous anger upon our foes, and ended the centuries-long war, and welcomed the dawn of the new era. The universe will hardly notice our deed, but the God Emperor sees all. We, children of a great nation, must dedicate ourselves to this sacred mission. To survive and revivify this world, as the most beautiful flowers are revivified from ashes. And hence do not despair, sons and daughters of the Imperium, for our star allies are behind us, and the God of humanity is with us. I know that help is coming, and soon the skies overhead will shine once more.
Yeah. So, pretty much what happened here...
Someone sawed off the emergency stairs and tried to conceal the damage. Some unknown accident caused the elevator shaft to collapse. Reaching the lower levels at this point would require sending a mining team.
To put it really simply, what happened here is...
Hold fast. The star allies are with us.
They started
for our
fighting,
families, for peace, for
and
honor.
It went so far as they nuked the planet, so the planet isn't inhabitable anymore.
Let us purge our world of betrayers of the Imperium.
Ooh, we like that, we like that. We like that a lot. Pascal, you have actually gotten yourself some mechadendrites now. Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. Warplorn, don't really care about that. Commerce bonus. Coercion bonus is a lot better on you. Xenolore. How are you in Xenolore? You're actually 100 plus, so yeah.
They will see. Oh, yes.
Hold fast. The star allies are with us. For our families, for peace, for honor. Let us purge our world of betrayers of the Imperium.
Prepare for disposal.
Hold fast. The star allies are with us. For our families, for peace, for honor. The Cogitators panel has dozens of breakers, buttons, handles, switches, and other.
Deactivate.
Your knowledge of machine spirits is sufficient to trick the system and subdue it to your will. A false query, a crafty manipulation of the controls, and you get what you want. Water supply system. Temperature. Energy regulator. Oxygen supply system. Automated defense systems.
Too bad, I'm still standing.
Let us purge our world of betrayers of the Imperium.
The heart next time.
Lord Captain, the crew that was sent to the surface reports that they have cleared the collapsed passages leading to the lower levels.
Okay.
After exploring the abandoned rooms, they discovered valuable cargo that has already been brought aboard.
Nice. Guns. Okay.
The vessel's confessors report discontent among their flock. During the traditional sermon before departure, a ritual chandelier's 100 candles were snuffed out at once. The missionaries attribute this incident to an open ventilation shaft, but the Voidsmen noticed it and are whispering about an ill omen, fearing the woes that may soon come.
2 Coercion -5 organize punitive processions against everyone faltering in their belief.
Yep.
A resounding condemnation of weakness of spirit and body led to arbitrary reprisals against anyone who dared even mention the troubles hanging over the crew. With the permission of the confessors, the Voidsmen took the task of bolstering morale into their own hands and successfully quelled the rising panic.
How to solve the panic. Beat them. Beat them.
An unexpected report has arrived from the Navigator's sanctum. A new path has revealed itself to the Navigator in a mystical vision. According to the omen, the Void ship will be safer on this mysterious route. But can one trust the warp's revelations?
Order the change, of course.
Enemies of humanity board the Void ship. At the head of the assault is an accursed traitor, a Chaos Space Marine, followed by enraged daemons.
Okay,
The Spawn have infiltrated the ship via the storage bay. They cannot be allowed to reach any populated decks or else the death toll will be exorbitant.
Oh, we're charging in and fighting now. This might be a rough one. Which map is it? Okay, it is this map. Okay.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
You are authorized.
I am your shadow.
Ready as always. You love to take charge, don't you?
Join me in prayer.
Into the ordinary. I am an
Whisper.
No, we're keeping together.
Ready for data input.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows. Onward. I will not.
What a glorious storm this battle will be.
Yeah, well, oh, the Chaos Space Marine is here as well. 190 HP each. Prime Pilot, Chaos Space Marine. What do he has? He has a bolter. Okay, frag grenades.
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
Pop that there. And I missed. Damage for one. Okay.
Guided by faith. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Can I kill him with one shot now? I highly doubt it, but fuck it.
A strike of terror pierces the heart.
Yes, we critted. Great. One demon is already down.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing. I am your blade and shield. As the tenants demand. Trust me.
Okay.
As honor ordains.
Okay. We got another one down. Okay. So now the tricky part. Our high damage dealers are over here dealing with that.
I can do that with the right incentive. Am I getting paid for this?
Probably not.
I can do that with the right incentive. I know what I'm doing, usually.
He's out of range.
You've got a problem, I've got a prize.
Okay.
Shattered bones in my wake. A genius at work.
I will do my duty.
Blood scream. Parry.
Pain is but an
It will be done. At your beck and gray hair, sore hand.
Okay, we have one more over here. Okay. So we have Primal Bloodlighter over here, then we have the Chaos Space Marine, then Agatha again. Let's pop another one on that. Put front line here. And then we missed again.
Reaches for me.
Just a minor setback.
Pain cleanses the body.
Can weaken one fairly along. 70. Don't have vision on him.
Faith
Of
without
that as
deeds
well.
is worthless. I'll do
And then we just spray him down.
why I was chosen. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Just keep hosing that person down.
I shall not. As the tenants demand. by the web.
Okay. J. It's not in a good spot because if I hit him with that might actually work.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs. Tell me, and it is done.
Request denied. Running binary override.
Okay, good. We're going to move front line to over here. Over here.
Am I getting paid for this?
Probably not. Did that actually apply?
The doors of oblivion yawn wide. Schemes within schemes. A wicked thought.
A tactically sound approach. Victory is imminent. Indeed.
No, what?
Matter the cost.
I'm not even going to risk it. I'm just going to lay into you as much as I can. Because
It will be done.
I'm not even taking the chance of...
Victory is
I'm not even risking that.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
My vow is to serve.
I feel nothing, fear nothing. Death is a blessing.
Okay. They all died. Let's go up here and see what this is. Votary Heretical and that is a lot of heretical.
The world, I am the rogue threat.
I just saw on the side of my eye and was just like, what the fuck, is it snowing? No, it's just winds. Thought it was snowing, but no, it's just literally is wind blowing in the leaves. Again, scan. Okay.
A strange and frightening discovery was made at one of the sites on this frozen world. Countless human bodies suspended in the clear ice of a glacier. The bodies showed no signs of injury. It was as if they dived into liquid water the moment before it turned to solid ice, freezing them in place with their eyes wide open and their hair fanning out behind them.
Search and uncover nothing that could explain this mystery. Begin scan. Class steel. No.
When the rogue trader's ship approaches the Adeptus Mechanicus void station, it is met with the hostile scrutiny of the station's defense lasers. An explorator Lex mechanic who introduces himself as Service Unit 42 dispassionately inquires how the station can be of use to the rogue trader.
Propose a trade of resources with the explorators.
Upon consulting data from the station's main cogitator, Lex Mechanic Service Unit 42 confirms that the station requires rare transuranium elements or natural gas for research of an undisclosed nature.
Okay.
For its part, the station cannot offer the rogue trader anything in exchange at the moment, but the Adeptus Mechanicus representative on footfall will certainly repay her for her aid.
Give.
The station thanks the rogue trader for her cooperation and presents her with several containers of unused reserves as a token of its gratitude. The station thanks the rogue trader for her cooperation and presents her with several containers. The station thanks the rogue trader for her cooperation and presents her with several containers of unused. The station thanks the rogue trader. The station thanks the rogue trader for her co. The station thanks the rogue trader for her cooperation. The station thanks the rogue trader for her cooperation and presents her with several containers of unused reserves as a token of its gratitude.
Okay, that's a lot. What do we have up here then?
Lord Captain, we have an Imperial Navy squadron preparing to engage a pirate mob. The forces of both flotillas are comparable. Do you wish to intervene?
We are engaging. Let's help the Navy crush this gun. Helen, the commander of the Imperial Navy, who are you trying to kill out there?
Greetings, rogue trader. We have tracked down a gang of murderers led by the notorious criminal Luritia van der Roysin. This woman is responsible for many atrocities, including the murder of her own father, the planetary governor of the Imperial world Seleucus. She conspired with Void Rabble, helped them commit a massacre on her home planet, became their leader, and now she is running amok. I invite you to join me in bringing her to justice.
Hail the commander or the gang boss or whatever you were in charge of, you Void scoundrels.
Your ladyship, this is Princess Luritia van der Roysin. I beg you, do not remain on the sidelines. That old ruffian, Admiral Sahol, is willing to kill thousands of people just to get me. He is not a force of justice, he is obsessed with his own personal desires. He has been stalking me for years, he got my father to agree to our wedding, and even now refuses to give up. Please protect me and the handful of freedom fighters like myself. We do not want to be ruled by tyrants like Sahol.
What do you think? We attacked an Imperial Navy from the rear. Today I fight for freedom.
Pirate sympathizers, you have been identified and will be held to Imperial justice.
Let's see how good our ship is now with a few upgrades and new crew.
Profit factor, PF, isn't spent on buying items, but serves as a simple prerequisite. If you have enough profit factor, you do not purchase the item. It will simply be yours for the taking.
Will witness her victory.
Oh, this is actually going to be rough. Where are we? We're here. Okay. Why can't I have such a big ship? That looks awesome.
Master, if you please. Launch the devastating payload! Initiate macro cannon barrage! Let the macro cannon sing their twisted song.
What is going on with my ship? Interior fire on the ship suffer. You clicked the wrong one.
The destination is known. Set course! Engage the macro cannons! Lance!
Okay, we got a Cobra class destroyer coming out of the crapper. This is what you call a boss fight, pretty much.
Five Master, if you please. Unleash our fury. Initiate macro cannon barrage!
Okay.
Drown them in the void! Let the macro cannon sing their twisted song!
They are keeping the other two ships fairly busy, that's good. My idea is I can just lay into the big guy and just burn him to death with what we have. Put down another one. Wonder how far you can get. Can you get enough? No, you cannot really get enough.
The destination is known. Engage the lance.
It's now taken care of. The big boy is down, boys. No, that one.
Set course.
Increase the range by 2. And it's more than 2 we need to increase. Okay, they took care of that one.
The destination is known. Unleash our fury. Commence torpedo launch. You commence the symphony of macro cannons.
Okay. And that means this guy should go down now.
A celestial triumph.
Nice! We leveled up. And we got ourselves fighter deck. Oh, we can have interceptors now. That's actually cool. I don't think I ever got interceptors
Your
last
ladyship,
time.
I cannot tell you how grateful I am. Please accept my sincere appreciation and a shuttle with gifts. In addition to the spoils taken from the defeated enemy, the presents include a very special item. The old bastard Sahol was very proud to possess it. I will send word of your kindness to all corners of the Expanse, and let the Fellowship of the Void know that you are a friend to the free people.
Where will you go now?
To a place where there are no ranks, no authority, no tyrants, no arranged marriages. I hope our paths will cross again one day, but for now, I bid you farewell.
Okay, we got no more... Yeah, no. We got no more Prometheum. Got a ton of Void Ship trophies. Or pirate trophies now, though. That's great. Next system, here we come.
A fire broke out on one of the decks during the warp voyage. The raging disaster consumed the entire chamber, destroying precious cargo and damaging the interior plating. No guilty parties were found. While clearing out the rubble, a few people claimed the soot on the plasteel beams formed lines in a cryptic alien language not known to humans. The delirious workers were executed and their bodies disposed of in the proper manner.
Okay, what do we have here then? Okay. Okay.
The augurs have detected wreckage in the void ship's vicinity, but the exact nature of this wreckage remains unclear.
Okay. Come on, do the plan and we'll go. Scanny scan. But that is actually going to be it for me today. It's already 6 o'clock here, and I actually need to kind of leave.
The crew has discovered a hidden valley littered with thousands of animal skeletons. Augur data suggests that some kind of sleeping gas vents here. It's likely the animals either don't realize that they are headed for a deadly trap, or even come here to die on purpose.
Study the gas.
After a series of experiments, the ship's weaponsmiths managed to perfect a few different types of ammunition.
Yeah. We've had a productive day. Whenever the wearer's single shot range attack deal damage equal to or more than 25% of the target's maximum wounds, their attacks randomly inflict blinding, staggering, and slow on target for 1 round. I want to see. Yeah, it actually shows. Okay, yeah, that's nice. It's not something we're going to be using because we just have better options for us currently. What did I have on? That's a fair point. What the fuck did I have on this character? Oh yeah. That backpack grants the wearer +1 fire rate and strike counts for any weapon that are capable of burst fire. So that means you're now on +9 fire rate, which is absolutely bananas with, yeah. What did I have on? I think I had that one on, or something like that. That looks weird. That looks really weird. Oh, we got. Yeah, we're sticking with this axe. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. It's 13, right? 13, yeah. That's going to be it for me today. If you actually want to see more of the adventures we've done here and actually follow this more actively, check on YouTube. Should have a link below. Everything is getting uploaded to YouTube and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm probably going to be back tomorrow at 6 Central European time. 6 p.m. Central European time. And yeah, I want to wish you everyone a good night.